Yes, yes, yes. It's Raphael Dawkins, Combat Radio. And if you have not subscribed already but enjoy the video, please consider doing so. Okay, so this is the story of the fight between Daniel Dubois and Nathan Gorman. Okay, so let's go. Round one, Dubois stalking. Dubois with the jabs. Gorman with the hooks. A bit of rough housing. Dubois reciprocates. Good combo from Dubois. Gorman hitting on the ropes. Very close round. Very competitive. Could go either way. I edged it to Dubois. He was the more aggressive. He was the one coming forward. He was the one pressing the fight. Round two. Dubois. Jabs. Gorman with the hooks. Gorman grabbing. Nice combo from Gorman. Nice straight 1-2 from Dubois. Gorman grabs and holds. Double jab right from DB. Dubois backs Gorman onto the ropes. He bounces off. Both men start hooking. Straight jabs from Dubois. Gorman holds. Gorman is cut. Round two goes to Daniel Dubois. More convincing than round one. Round three. Clubbing hooks early in the round. Drops. Gorman. Early in round three. Gorman gets up from the ground and a firefight ensues. They got both going for it with Gorman with the hooks. Daniel Dubois mixing straight punches with hooks while maintaining the distance before they both tangle on the ropes. Dubois pressing Gorman, walking forward. Round two is a 10-8 for Dubois. Sorry, what round was that? That was round three. Okay, so now we're into round four. Dubois working behind the jab. Solid body shot from Gorman. Oh, sorry, that was from Dubois to Gorman while he was lying on the ropes, laying back on the ropes. Gorman clinches. Dubois with a straight left. Left-right hook. Gorman covering up. No jabs from Gorman. Pretty much none throughout the fight. Only one or two. Gorman is going with the hooks. It's like his jab is non-existent. Dubois consistently working the jab. Round four to Dubois. He's the one who's pressing the fight. Gorman is doing a lot of moving, but he consistently seems to have his hands up around his head, cupping his head with the gloves as his defense against the heavy artillery coming from Daniel Dubois. Round five, Dubois. Oops, not yet. Round five, Dubois working the jab, controlling the distance, and the 1-2, the left-right. Nice hooks from Gorman. Then he clinches. The ref breaks them up. The action is intense. Daniel Dubois, back to the jab, and the 1-2. Clips and staggers Gorman, who has his gloves up for most of the fight, cupping his head, tight against his head. Gorman takes shots while against the ropes, springing back and slings a couple of hooks and slips behind Daniel Dubois and punches him square in the back of the head as the ref shouts break. The ref should have took a point at that point, but he did not. Kind of roughhousing tactics. Okay. Nevertheless, Dubois is unfazed. Dubois shrugs it off and gets back to the jab and the 1-2s. Gorman clinches again. Dubois controls the distance and throws a double jab while Gorman is against the ropes. It was a medium-paced first jab, followed by a lightning quick second jab. That was the double jab. But the second of the jabs rocks Gorman, stuns him, staggers him, and the right hand, the overhand right behind the ear, or on top of the ear, but back from the temple, drops Gorman to the canvas. But the right was just a cherry on the cake. It was the second of the double jab, the second jab of the double jab that got Gorman flush. And really, it was that second jab that caused the downfall, spelled the downfall of Gorman in the fight. The right hand was just a cherry on the cake. The right hand dropped him, but the second of the double jab stopped him. Stop and drop. Very impressive performance by Daniel Dubois. As Nathan Gorman tried to regain his senses, stayed down for a while, tried to steady himself, regain his senses, but it was all to no avail. He was finished. Even though he beat the count, he clearly was not with it. The ref was merciful and did the right thing and called it off. I think it was at the count of 8 when Gorman got to his feet. But the ref was merciful, called the damn thing off. Very good decision, because Gorman was not there. He was not there. He briefly protested and walked back to his corner in a daze. Good decision. Now let's break it up. It's kind of surprising. Can't say it was easy, but it was almost easy for Dubois. Unbelievably and surprisingly to many, including myself, Daniel Dubois outboxed the boxer. It was supposed to be the boxer versus the puncher boxer, the clubbing boxer, the guy with clubs in his hand, who could box a bit, but not as well as the purer boxer in Gorman. But no, that's not how it transpired. What happened is that Dubois outboxed the boxer. The boxer in Gorman barely threw a jab. And for most of the fight, he had his hands cupped around his head as his defense against the clubbing blows. He clearly was very tentative, concerned after he felt the weight of Daniel Dubois' paws. Clearly felt the weight, and it was something that he knew could be devastating if he would get one or two through, and so it transpired to be. So it came to pass that Daniel Dubois, working behind his jab, lovely jab, crisp jab, and a nice 1-2. It was jab, jab, 1-2. Was able to defeat the boxer in Gorman. Very, very impressive performance. Very, very impressive performance by Dubois. Let's see what they had to say. Former middleweight champion, BBC Radio 5 live analyst Andy Lee had this to say. Dubois really impressed me. There was method to everything. He's a real deal. What he did was devastating, methodical, and clinical. He was looking for that from the opening round. And that was perfect. That was the perfect punch. He measured it, took his time, and let the right hand go. I have to come in there for a little bit. I have to interrupt there. I don't think it was the right hand. It was the second of the double jab. The second of the double jab rocked Gorman. Pretty much stopped him in his tracks. The right hand was the cherry on the cake. If he'd have done a triple jab, that would have been enough. It was incredibly impressive, the speed of that second jab. The first jab was normal speed. The second one, boom! It just came in. Shocking speed, beautiful speed. Rocked Gorman. Turned to stone. Just had him in place. Boom! The right hand came very swiftly after. On top of the ear. Side of the head. Oops, upside the head. And dropped him. And you can see that was it. Anyway, Andy Lee goes on to say, I didn't think he was capable of that, or was as good as that. He opened my eyes and showed me that he's a level above this and almost ready to step up and fight those bigger names. BBC boxing correspondent Mike Costello, a quite dominant, brutal display from the first bell to the end of the fifth. Dubois is the new British champion and one of the brightest prospects in the sport at the moment. And I must say, I have to agree. It was Daniel Dubois impressed me against Latte. That's when he opened my eyes. That was the first time. That's when he made me a believer that he could climb the ladder that so many people before said that he could. I was unconvinced. But the Latte fight showed me something. And in this fight, he was even more impressive because Nathan Gorman is no pushover by no stretch of the imagination. Let's hear what both fighters had to say.
I was beat by the bad man tonight.
Spoken like a true man. Back to your family, back to your new baby. Congratulations, Nathan. You played your part in a great fight.
Enjoy a couple of weeks with my family.
You want to be out as soon as you can, and as soon as you're out.
Yeah, definitely. I want to get back home, and enjoy a couple of weeks with my family because I've had no excuses, I've had a good 10-12 week camp, an excellent camp. I was beat by the bad man tonight.
Spoken like a true man. Back to your family, back to your new baby. Congratulations, Nathan. You played your part in a great fight. And Daniel, you were calm. You responded to Martin in the corner. You didn't lose your cool. You didn't do any of that crazy Larty stuff. You must be pleased with your performance.
Well, there's definitely still a lot to work on, but I was pleased tonight, and it's due to the hard works in camp and hard sparring. So I'm grateful for everything.
And just
yes. So they ended on very good terms. It's very tense pre-fight. They both had a lot to prove, and only one man could emerge victorious, and that was Daniel Dubois in a stunning display. Absolutely stunning, methodical display of boxing with KO power at the end of it. We may have a very good prospect at world level on our hands with Daniel Dubois. What say you? It's Raphael Dawkins, Combat Radio. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. And I'm out.